ladies and gentlemen, it's time to reintroduce myself to the world. Your eyes don't deceive you. You don't need to refresh the page. You don't need to close the app and reopen it. Whatever you're listening on, you don't need to restart it. The rebrand, the refresh is here. For all my new goers who stumbled across this podcast and is wondering, what is this? Well, I'm about to tell you. For all my OGs since the very beginning, claim your ticket now. I'm going to tell you what this is. This is the start of something big, something new, something exciting, something. I'm going to let you finish that. The refresh is in session and it's time to get serious. It's been a while. I've been gone. Let me explain myself. Let me explain my absence. It feels like I'm always explaining that nowadays, right? Well, let's explain. Number one, what is another off day? To all the OGs, y'all already know this podcast used to be called My Honest Take, where I give you guys unfiltered opinions. We keep it real. We don't lie. We tell the truth on how we feel. We have fun. We enjoy the times that we share together. This isn't even a podcast no more. This is just us talking. That's what my honest take was. I was giving y'all something that was authentic. I was giving y'all the real. But it felt like it just wasn't sticking. To all the OGs, y'all already know y'all been here forever. I appreciate y'all, but we have to expand. We have to grow. That's how life works. You're supposed to continuously rise, right? So I said, I need something else. I need something that's just gonna that's just that oomph, right? I need something that's just gonna grab you and pull you in. So we had to brainstorm. Okay, we had to go back to the drawing board, see what we're coming up with. Had a couple names, wasn't sticking. Had a couple ideas, didn't really like it. So I came up with something like this. Okay, another off day. Everybody needs an off day, right? Even the Lord needed an off day. 6 days of pure work. And said, I'm going to take this Sunday to just chill. Everybody needs an off day, right? So I thought about it, right? And I said, you know what? This sounds right. This sounds about right. Clear my throat for a second. Excuse me. But another off day. Everybody deserves an off day, right? Everybody needs an off day. Everybody wants an off day. But why the name though, Q? You're just telling us we need off days. Yeah, I know. I'm listening to you on my off day. What's going on? Chill. Relax. I got you. Another off day has so many meanings that that's why I like this name. Number one, the most obvious one. When you're off work, what do? You chill. You relax. You either sleep the day away, maybe go out, hit the town, probably go work out, probably catch up on some shows, do chores. There's so much stuff you can do on an off day, right? So this is just another off day because we talk about everything. You already know how we rock. We talk about everything. So I was like, all right, that covers that box. What else? Our main subject, ball knowledge. We talk ball, football, basketball, soccer, lacrosse, track, Olympics, whatever it may be, wrestling. We got ball knowledge over here. And in these sports, you have to take those off days, right? You take your breaks and all that. So I said, okay, that makes sense. Check that box off. We're checking boxes off every single time, and I'm like, this sounds right. Another off day. That's it. That's the podcast now, people. Where we talk, we chill, we have fun, we throw a couple guests here and there, we do a couple games on there, we have our little segments. This is just another off day, people. See how easy that floats right off the tongue? That might be the ending. Thank you for listening. This has just been another off day. Like, come on, y'all. Tell me that's not hot. We're going to trademark it. Copyright coming soon. But that's what sounded good. That's what sounded great. And I said, yeah, we're going to have to rebrand because this is it. This is what I'm looking for. This right here. So, welcome all newcomers and welcome all OGs. This is another off day with your host, Quincy. Hope you guys are going to be prepared for the rebrand and refresh. Like I said, I've been going trying to brainstorm it, trying to figure out some things. So I haven't been posting like I really wanted to. We've been focused a lot on the YouTube side, streaming side still trying to juggle everything to get things correct. And plus having some personal ventures, just trying to get all that taken care of. But we're back now. We are back now. So what can we expect from another off day now? Like I said, I know I've said this plenty of times with all the other type of, all right, season 2, season 3s, but I was more like, all right, let's see what else we could do. It's getting a little stale though, but I kind of want to do this. No, this right here is brand new. Brand new, jumping out the box. We're going to be more down to earth, more ourselves, more personable, more quotable, but still give that professionalism where I'm trying to hit Netflix. I'm trying to be in the commercials. You got to be able to play both parts correctly. And that's what this is. Another off day is we're trying to reach box office. Not literally, because I would be confused if you're watching this in a movie theater. But we're trying to reach those heights where this is a household name. Where people's, yo, did you listen to another off day? Yo, bro, another off day just dropped. That's what we're going for. That's what we're reaching, right? So what can we expect now? Of course, y'all heard my bro Cam on here. He's going to be permanent. More than likely, he's going to be the permanent co-host with me. So you're going to get two perspectives each and every time. Okay, you're going to get two perspectives. Now, does that mean it's just going to be me and him? Not necessarily. There's going to be times we throw in another guest. Now we got 3 of us. Might be times we throw in someone else. 4. 4 might be the max. 5 might be pushing it. But y'all got to talk to me. You know, with each guest I add, y'all let me know if you want to hear everybody. Bring one person back. Keep one person. Don't bring this person back. Y'all got to be real with me. But for sure, it's me and Cam. All right, that's the 2, me and him hosting it, holding it down. So you can expect that. Number 2, you can expect certain segments that I feel like people would really like. So this is all on you. If there's certain things that y'all don't like, let me know. If there's things y'all do like, let me know. Starting off, we're going to play around with just a segment just called Elite Ball Knowledge. Or what do you have ball knowledge? Something around there. We're going to play around with that. Where it's as simple as hot takes, but the takes make sense. These ain't just hot takes that sound stupid. No, these are hot takes where it's like, yo, he know ball. And it could be with anything. Food, sports, colors, clothes, waters. It don't matter. Whatever it is, we have ball knowledge for it. So that's what I'm thinking to have a segment for, where it's just, all right, let's show off the ball knowledge. So if I hit you with, let me tell you why Aquafina's terrible, and I start dropping the bombs on y'all, that's ball knowledge. If I tell you why John Cena's the greatest wrestler of all time, and start dropping bombs on you, that's ball knowledge. So forth and so forth, etc., etc. So I'm playing around with segments like that. We're going to play around with more topics or less topics depending on what we see, what we find in the world. Because as y'all know, we just talk about everything. I give y'all the daily news and give you my honest take on it. So we're gonna play around with that and see what we can try to find on there, right? So that's two. Of course, it's a three. Why would there not be a three? For the people who like watching videos, we're still dabbling with that to see how we're actually going to imply or not imply. What's the word I'm looking for? How we're going to. Is it improvise? Is that the word I'm looking for? How we're going to implement. There we go. That's the word. Listen, sometimes it takes some time. But we're still trying to figure out how we're going to implement it, where if we're going to do everybody just in one room, try to make some things shake with that, or is it going to be, all right, I'm going to Skype you here, I'm going to Discord you here, whatever it may be, fuck it, we're going to FaceTime. We're going to find a way to make it work. So depending on how we do that, is definitely going to be up there though, for sure. Mess around with the camera, you know what I'm saying? If he's talking, we'll zoom in on him, come back to both of our faces, zoom in on me. Y'all know how we're going to throw some edits in there, right? So for my people who want the videos, trust me, be patient with me, please. It's in the works. I'm not going to promise anything though. I'm not going to say anything because I know I've been doing that a lot. Just know it's in the works. Once you see it, we're there. We're live with it, okay? So the video formats is coming. Where will it be at? It will be on YouTube, and I believe we should be able to get it on all other streaming platforms that you listen to your podcast that you're able to watch the video formats of. I believe you can do that on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for sure. So it is coming. Okay. Fourth, I know what you're thinking. Baseball 3 year out. That should be it. No, I got four. Might have five depending on what I think of, but I know I got four. This is for sure. Now, as y'all know, Tuesdays is when the podcast gets uploaded. We record Monday and upload Tuesday. Okay? Tuesday morning ish. We try to get real early to be the first one to hit your algorithm in the 8 o'clock range. 4 in the morning, 8 o'clock range is when you should start waking up and seeing that, okay, boom, I'm there. Okay? That's how we're trying to pull in on the algorithm, okay? It's around that time every Tuesday, 4 a.m., 8 a.m., boom, I'm there, okay? Now, keep in mind, we talk about the daily news that happened previously, obviously on Monday, and the whole week. So we go from Wednesday to Monday. All right, well, Tuesday technically. We talk from everything from Tuesday to Monday. All right, then we upload it that next Tuesday. Okay, so that's how it goes. So we try to hit all the news like that we can. Boom, cover it, done deal. But I feel like some of y'all want more fun. Y'all want more vibes. Y'all want more just keep it chill, a little bit more edgier. Well, we've thought about y'all. And me and my team came up with an idea of, well, mainly my idea, but listen, gotta give credit where credit's due. Came up with an idea. Certain days, whether that be Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, we're still working out the kinks on how we're gonna do this to not overwhelm y'all with so much podcasts and stuff, and not to get burnt out with, damn, what do we talk about? But we're looking at a day, for example, if we upload on Tuesday, right? You listen to it on your way to work or on break, whatever you do, right? Boom. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday comes by. We hit y'all with an afternoon one or a late night one, which we're still working out the kinks if it's going to be live or if it's not. But we hit y'all with a late night one. So the people who listen to late night podcasts or afternoon podcasts, which there are people who do that, boom, we're now hitting their target audience. And like I said, with it being in the afternoon and late night, we're just a little bit more laid back, a little bit more relaxed, not as professional, just because at that point it's more, hey, it's just friends talking or it's just fam talking. That's all we're doing. Maybe taking a shot here and there, or just more out of the ordinary, something that's not really normal. podcast with a guy playing the game at the same time. We don't know. But it's more raw and authentic than even the original podcast. Same podcast, another off day at night or after hours, something around those lines. A little bit more vulgar with the swear words, not as much because we're not trying to just cuss every two sentences, but something that's just more like, all right, this is for the adults. You could tell people just a little bit mature, where this podcast, anybody could really dabble into it who really wants to listen, right? So we're trying to hit all bases with that. But like I said, I don't know how we're gonna structure it yet, where it's gonna be two podcasts every week, or two podcasts every other week. So this week's one, next week is gonna be two, then next week one, then the next week after that two. So we're trying to structure it out still messing with some things, still messing with the kinks, but we're really trying to tackle this year with the podcast to be something that's elevating the game and really putting us back on the map, right? So that's what we're aiming for. So, like I said, we got some big surprises coming at y'all, man. And I'm excited. I'm excited. We're going to have things sounding great. Things are going to be edited nice. It's something that I feel like it's been a long time coming, because we should have been really started up in the ante, changing the game, trying to really be different and stand out. So it's something that I'm really proud of, to show that, okay, we really did lock in on this, y'all. So I appreciate y'all still rocking with me through all this, because this is something, like I said, that means a lot to me. So I appreciate all that love and support you guys been showing always, still staying with me, because I know most people, oh, he didn't post, they out of there, finito. So I appreciate y'all, man. But this is it. I need to give y'all an update on where I've been at. I know there's been a lot of news that we've been missing. Obviously, the U.S. is bombing Iran. Israel's in the fray as well. China, North Korea, Russia said they got Iran's back. So now we scared for World War III. It's been storms, hurricanes like crazy. Welcome to spring now. You got Bam Adebayo dropping 83 points. Listen, basketball's not going to be the same, because apparently he did it non-ethically, and I saw it. That last quarter was abysmal. That was not basketball. But we had old girl who went crazy in the Winter Olympics ice skating. Everybody loves her now. It's been a lot. It's been a lot of news, and trust me, I wanted to cover it, but I want to give y'all something that's a good product, not something that's just rushed half-assed and I gotta get this out. Sometimes it's one of those things where, all right, I gotta push this out now. But it's like, I'm only pushing this out now because now I'm working on everything else, instead of, all right, I'm gonna push it out now. Okay, push it out now. Multiple times doing it. Now I'm gonna push one out now, let y'all know what's going on. The rest you're about to see is about to be good. That's the plan. So trust me when I say this podcast is gonna be bigger than ever. We're gonna make some big moves. We're gonna make nice plays. We about to take over the podcast game. That's the goal. So, with all that said, I do appreciate each and every single one of you guys always tuning in, always just showing love, showing up, sharing, liking, subscribing, commenting, rating, doing all that jazz, man. Because like I said, I don't ask for it, but y'all do it anyway, so I appreciate it. I guess that's it. Listen, like I said, I'm still working on some things. We cutting up some scripts, making things right, because y'all know we just wing it. But I gotta have at least an intro and an outro just sounding right. So we gonna work on that. But I appreciate each and every single one of you guys, for real, truly. So, hey, I don't want to make the outro too long, but I do appreciate y'all always. And y'all stay tuned next week. Next week we're here. All right. My honest take has hit the dirt, and we're bringing you another off day.